continuing where we left off, which was the 20th of June, which was here. We printed out one more day and we had a daily fair value gap. So I'm going to just keep back testing, going through. EJ hasn't been great so far. There hasn't been many trades, as you can see. We started in April, there was nothing. May 1 in June. So maybe this is just a pair that there isn't much, which is fine. 2 losses as well. It just means I'll write it off. I'll put a note down. It'd just be a pair that I won't trade. And then obviously once I've back tested all of the pairs that I have, so like all of these, and obviously every other pair that's on the list, we can have we'll have a little section in here maybe where we'll probably, or something like this, and we'll just have like all of the trades. We'll have it as, I have this one here where it says my pairs. I'll just have my pairs for this strategy, and then we'll do it like that. So yeah, I'm going to jump down to the 1 hour now and just play price out. Again, this is all done live. There's no hindsight on these trades. The ones that do have hindsight, I've happily said there's hindsight. There's nothing to lie about. It's genuinely no point. It's all data for myself, so not too bothered. If people do watch it and like it or use it, happy days. If not, then no problem. So London does print lower. New York, we'd like to see that low now. Get taken. Boom, there we go. We didn't have an engulfing candle because we didn't take the high, and then this one sweeps, so probably leave it from now because, again, it's late anyways. Let's see what does happen. Not much. So what we'll do is we'll go into the next day. Let's print price up to 4 p.m. So there's 4 p.m. and we come onto the daily. We can see prices tagged in and gone back up above. It's closed. The daily candle has now swept into the range, closed back above the previous day's low, which is really nice indication. And we could just start looking for a 1 hour move now, and we can see that on this side we've got the market maker sell model side of it, or the sell side of the the market maker buy model, basically, because you have the first phase distribution, consolidation, second phase consolidation. I would like to see Asia and then London create a sweep and then start the buy side of the move. So let's see what happens. Again, I really don't know what happens. So if that does happen, it's just pure and utter knowledge of trading. If it doesn't, it don't. So we have London play out. We start the move to go higher. Technically speaking, that could be the sweep there, and there, and we go in. So realistically, trade there. There's no real liquidity in London taken. We have this London 1 hour fair value gap to support price now, which we can start to look to trade off. This is our external range. So we're just inside of a move now. So we can look for a move down in New York into this level. Right, so what price done is tag this level and go higher. If I miss out on the trade, I miss out on the trade. I'm not going to take it from that. Okay, and we're coming up to, again, that's a new day going to start. And as you can see on the daily, it's clean. We've obviously gone from internal, we're going to external. The move is happening. We just haven't had a trade. Just quickly look over it. Is there anything that we could have taken an entry? No. I mean, technically, you could have took this, but you'd have sat through the night and then Asia overnight as well. So really, obviously, your stops would have been here. That would have been valid. We just didn't get the engulfing bullish candle. If that wick was above that wick, we would have took it. So these little things, it may have done it on GJ or any of the other pairs, but this is fine. And then coming into this, London, didn't even like here. Would have tagged into that level there. You could have took it again. GJ may have come in. That's why EJ didn't. Same with this. This did come into this fair value gap, but not at the right times. No, technically it did. And then obviously you could go long. So we're just going to go into the next day and see if we can catch something. Again, like I said, there's still no reason. We're still long. The external range is there. Let's see if, right, so now we get that Asia sweep. Previous day's New York AM. We're now inside there. Let's see how this next candle reacts. Do sweep and close above this low inside the level. So we could technically take this. And I will take it for the sake of the setup. If I put my stops there, I've got 2R there and that. So I'm going to just give it a little bit of room just in case it just want a wick just a little bit more. We also have this order block where it's bouncing off. So a fair value gap and an order block, I do expect price to continue up. Okay, so there we go. Price does start to rally up. New York AM opens. Starts to continue to the upside, which is a really nice, good sign. I need to get a bit more confident in actually trading off these candles like this, which is fine though. Right, so there's, oh, I was going to say there's 2R. Oh, wow, what happened here? Okay, new day opened. That was a weird wick. Probably would have gone overnight, break even anyways, to be honest. There we go, 2R break even. So we can note this down. Let's run out the rest of the trade. Obviously, it comes down to break even, so no problem. A bit of a sloppy one, but again, it did have everything. We did close back above the range of the previous candle. Inside the session, price did come up. We did take 2R. We nearly got a 2R here. We would have gone break even overnight. It didn't actually tag us out anyways, and we did end up hitting 2R. So we need to journal that one down. 26th of June, 2025 at 4 a.m. 26th of June. So nothing happened there. That was this trade. I just put the date so I know. Hence why there's a note, which we can delete. 26th of June. What day is that? Thursday. And time 4 a.m. and that's London. We went long. EJ win 1 to 2R gain 2 1R hit, yes. 50% off at 2R, yes. RR gain. So we're going to put plus 1%. No, so just 1. Because obviously, although we hit 2R, we took 50% off. We only closed at 1R. So we put that in the notes. So that would be $1,000 made if you was trading it the way we said here. We don't know if it's complete yet. And our entry candle was a, I don't know why I didn't do it for here. Whoops. We'll have to go back on the video or just leave it, whatever. Closing the range. The pair's been shit anyways, to be honest. That's why I probably haven't been as strict with it. Let's see what happens. On a Friday now. What news is that? It's just Euro news. Yeah, nothing major. What's the daily saying? Obviously, I'm going to see it play out. Yeah, so daily does actually go up. I've got to stop doing that. It's really quite choppy, but it does actually play out, and the external range does get taken. I'm assuming it's off this move. Yeah, it just must rally up. Yeah, so that's fine. Internal to external worked again. That's the key that I'm seeing here, and it always completing, which is what you want to see. Oh, I meant to put that in the notes, not actually a comment. I do that so often that I just got so used to doing it. Right, so that's not too bad. It did work out. There probably was actually opportunities for other trades there, but it just weren't for me. And I need to gain confidence in it as well. So now we're just looking for another daily level to trade off. So this is a bit smaller, but it is a daily level, so we're going to put it in. Daily fair value gap. Again, always taking trades at the most recent levels. Again, taking trades off the most recent level in price, which is the most recent internal level, and we'll target the higher. Okay. Literally as simple as that, and then just trading what we call a market maker model inside of it. So the 1 hour, we just want to see price come down. And if you look at it, every time we load into the 1 hour, there's some sort of form of liquidity below to get taken, which just happens to be above the daily. Obviously, that one is where the daily is formed, but this one here is just extra reason to try and go lower to take it out. Just like that, it's left relative equal lows. As overnight as well. Okay, so price runs up today, first day of the week, which is the Monday. So we've already taken external range without going internal. So there's nothing for me. So if we print out a new day, we get to 4. Where are we at? One more. There probably is going to be a new fair value gap. So you see our price doesn't tag in there. That's most likely because it's tagged in somewhere else. If we go on GBP, JPY, it's most likely done it on there. Okay, so it did take the low. It's very sloppy, this chart. Genuinely not really quite sure about these pairs. But yeah, so it didn't tag in, which is what it is. Some pairs are better than others for actually being a bit more accurate. Didn't tag in, external range gets hit. There's nothing for me. Close that, just go again, just wait for the next opportunity. There's a fair value gap. There isn't one here, so we'll be looking to target that. Yes, I flicked that day through because I wasn't expecting price to come all the way back into this level on that next day anyways. And again, that just comes down to experience and looking at the markets. Everything's like training. You got to just train your eyes every day to see things, and eventually they're just going to become consistently sure of seeing it. So I know where the fair value gaps are. I know where the daily fair value gap is just by seeing it. I know roughly where price is going to do it. And if this candle did print up, it would have just left another one for me to mark up. So no problem either way. So going down to the 1 hour now. What day are we on? Wednesday. So again, if we think about weekly profiles and daily profiles, what are we creating here? We've had, where are we? We're on Tuesday, Monday. So we've had maybe a high of the week put in. Could be coming back down. Let's see what happens. So we're coming down, but we're not actually. Right, so Asia comes into the level, which is quite cool. Let's see what happens reaction-wise. Right, so actually, if you did trade Asia, or if you did trade, during this time, that has the engulfing candle. So you could have entered there, boom, price probably going to run. What I'm going to do is still stick to my kill zones, and I'll just get on the continuation. I have my external range level up here, which is my overall draw, and then we'll go from there, see what happens. Price rallies off. Look at that. Look at the reaction after the engulfing candle. It's actually crazy. Yeah, that's unbelievable. To be honest, it does that so often. It's actually a joke. So now London starts. We just need a liquidity sweep. Technically, that could be a liquidity sweep there inside a fair value gap. Not for me though. Price does rally on. New York. I like a session sweep or previous day. All right, there you go. Price does it again. We didn't get an entry. Yeah, there's the move. It's right there, to be honest. If you traded Asia, happy days, you'd get this trade. If you didn't, we missed it because we don't trade Asia. The reason that this trade probably happened during Asia is we're trading a pair that is an Asian pair, Japanese yen. So, yeah, really clean. And we're probably going to have to take that into consideration with the strategy, to be honest, that we need to most likely expect moves on the Asian pairs during the night. So Asia pumps up. All that does is actually give you an opportunity in London to get in, to be honest. So we had that move there. Technically speaking, we probably should have entered this. I'm not going to lie. I've probably missed the boat. And obviously, it's easier said in hindsight. We do sweep this low and close back above. This is an entry that you could have taken. So, yeah, again, probably should have taken that. Yeah, we just miss it and then go from there. But maybe let's start taking them now, because that is a valid trade, and we do need to collect the data on this pair. It's pretty scarce at this point. I'm not going to lie. Let's see what happens. We are in an uptrend as well, which is that's quite nice. But it'd be nice if you could actually get a trade. And now price has slowed right down. Okay, some very, very big moves down to the downside. Leaves this big FVG for us to fill. Let's go down. So again, we just want to see price come back up. It starts to run up during London. That's not a coincidence. It's just what the markets do. New York opens. We want to see some sort of move back in our direction at this point. Again, technically speaking, we could take this off of this price. You can see price has slowed down. We have gone up and closed below. So for the sake of journaling, I'm going to take it because I do really want to start looking at trades that trade like that. Stops. I mean, you could go really aggressive and go there. What I'm going to do is just go above this New York high because it gives me that fair value gap in case we have one more wick up. It may make no difference. It may make a difference. I genuinely ain't sure. I'm happy with that return anyways. Let's see. Again, price rapidly goes up and gets wicked out. So it didn't make any difference. And we're going to journal that as a loss. So 31st of July. Oh man, this pair is not very good for this. I'm probably going to put this on a bad list anyways. But we're going to still finish off the data. Let's see if it can turn it around. It's Thursday. Seem to be taking a lot of trades on Thursdays and a lot of losses also. 9 a.m. Again, similar times. They're all going to obviously be similar times, but yeah. It's what it is, really. It's the whole reason in having the data there is so you have the actual data. Do you know what I mean? There's no point worrying too much about actually panicking. Oh, I've lost trades, and it doesn't work like that. It doesn't make no difference if you lose or not. Closing the range, and that got invalidated. It failed because by the looks of it, unless the next 2 hours absolutely plummet back down. Well, not next 2, the next 4 even. Yeah, so now, did we finish back in the range? Kind of. We'll have to have a look. I mean, I wouldn't be excited to short, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's actually done. There still may be a move. Probably have to see how this next day plays. What day is it? Thursday. We're going into Friday. I don't know. Let's see. Asia. Again, there's no liquidity sweeps in London. Again, it doesn't seem to do that on this pair. New York starts opens again. Fair value gap there. We need some sort of liquidity sweep first. That's a massive, big candle to the downside. Yeah, I thought that might happen. These candles where we take both sides, you seem to get a massive candle in the direction after. Again, no liquidity really, so it's not really worth it. And again, no trade, so no problem. Although the trade is now on the daily. So we're at Friday, so let's push this on. We have respected the daily level. So the draw on liquidity lower is the external range because it's actually still respecting the internal range, which is quite cool. Obviously, over the weekend, you don't know how this pair is going to open up, but there's still potential to take shorts all the way down here. So let's see what happens. Obviously, weekend opens up. Asia. So coming into London, I just want to see the Asia high taken, really. Like that. Close back in the range. Again, this is somewhat like a fair value gap. It's more of oh god, it has a name. I can't remember. I do actually have the thing. Find it because this is going to jar me. Otherwise, if I don't. Oh yeah, volume imbalance. That's it. Oh, there you go. I didn't even want to draw on, but yeah, there's a volume imbalance. So we'll take it. We'll see what happens. I'm not that confident in it. I'm not going to lie, especially on this pair. I don't really like it, but you could go back to the old school Asia level taken. And we are in a market maker sell model, and the draw is lower. So let's see what happens. There you go. Big move in New York. Perfect reaction here. Obviously, I think that's 1R, 2R. Yeah, so that's 2R. So let's journal that. Actually, let me play it out because I want to put a few notes on this one. There was another entry there during New York. Sweeps inside. Just continuation down. Potential entry in London. That's coming back up. Is it coming back up into that fair value gap? Where's it going? Whoa, nearly break even now. It's very close to TP as well. Okay, so it's probably a break even. Yeah, break even. So we got break even 2R. So let's journal that. That was a trade on. So 5. See, I actually can't journal it because shouldn't have entered. So although it won, yeah, it's no entry. It's no trade. I'm wasting my time with that one like an idiot. The actual entry would have been this 9 a.m. stops above this high, or even entering here, engulf both sides, and then going lower. So what would that have provided if I'd have actually been trading properly instead of breaking rules? Yeah, it wouldn't have got you a 2R, so I wouldn't have taken it. Okay, so it's minor. Let's see what happens. Could still go lower as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. New York's causing no reason to go lower. I need to stop at 4 o'clock here because I need to see what the daily's saying. Yeah, this is choppy. Like, we didn't take out that level. Coming back up into the FVG, I would then now not be bearish at all. I don't know if that's my external or not. I'll probably look to see what the daily's saying. We're inside 2 ranges. I'm not going to trade a market that's trapped like that. One in that sell side and one for the buy side. Yeah, and that's why it's lingering. Really bad chart. Wow. So you do have this fair value gap here, and we have broke through. So technically speaking, we could put that on and look. What I'm going to do is actually keep skipping in the days and just see come down, and that's why. Wow. Okay. Again, we took this before we came down to it. It is still the most recent one, and we have respected it. So what we could do is see how this plays out, but I don't know how this is going to play out, and I'm not that confident in it. The PA is fucking arse. So we'll see how this looks. We didn't have the engulfing candle, so there's no move for me. London is crap again. This chart's shit. EJ, I definitely ain't going to be trading going forward. Jesus Christ. Really is bad. Okay, it's so up and down. It doesn't even know what it wants to do. Daily, again, like I said, we're actually inside another daily fair value gap. So this chart's just really shit, to be honest, because it's contradicting both sides. Look. Again, it's probably going to actually take that level, but there's nothing clean. I'm not trading it until. See, there you'd expect the price to start running up. It didn't. No fair value gaps left behind. Again, nothing. We have had some bearish momentum here. We're literally coming into near enough where we're at in time as well. Let's see what happens here. Is there potential trade here? This is like September time, end of September. Let's see what happens. Again, Asia prints up. You see, the thing is, Asia's making a lot of the moves, which is a bit shit because we don't trade Asia sessions. So continuing on my backtest, I'm going to stay with the pairs that are European. So now London, I'd like to see London take that Asia high. I definitely won't be trading nothing if that Asia high don't get taken. There we go. It did take both sides. So technically, you could enter off that. I'm not going to. I'm going to wait and see if it does have some sort of move to the downside. It's not on that day anyways. The daily obviously respected the daily fair value gap. And our price is not moving forward because of what reason? What the fuck is price doing? Literally can't move price forward for some reason on the 1 hour. That's a bit weird. What the fuck is this? Yeah, this is arse. And it's literally coming up to the new week as well, where we are. Yeah, that's the big gap from Trump's crappy talk, or whatever he fucking said. And I'm not trading anymore from there. That's it. The EJ won't be getting traded. The results are shit. +1. Nah. -2 even. Yeah, no, EJ's dog shit. We won't be testing that again. We won't be doing that again. I'm not even going to test GJ after that either. So yeah, that's that done.